Morning all. One thing we haven't done with the 310GS is checked out the off-road capabilities. I've done a little bit of off-road on it, but I think it's time we took it to the test. We're going to a place called Anglesey. It's on the Great Ocean Road in Victoria. Welcome to Daz's Random Stuff. Let's go riding. Alright, ready to roll. We'll just pair the Bluetooth to the helmet and let's get on the road. We're about 50 k's. GPS is ready to roll. About 50 k's to Anglesey. Should be a cruisy ride. I'm looking forward to showing you what this 310 can do off the road. Alright, we are connected to the Bluetooth. Get some Spotify happening. Daz's Daily Mix. Bit of Brian Adams. Takes you back, doesn't it? Let's go. We're about halfway. Torquay, the home of Australian surfing, they say. Quicksilver shop over there. Billabong, Rip Curl, Strapper, they're all here. Here we are. This is our destination, the Great Otway National Park. Let's go. Slow for the roos. Watch out for the roos. This place has got to have the best view. It's absolutely sensational. Have a look at that. Check that for a view. Have a go up there. To the left, you can see a ship way out there on the left on the water. That's Anglesey just there. This is the pipelines, a big reservoir down in that clearing. It's a spectacular little spot. Oh, that's cool. That's really interesting because just over those little jumps, the suspension is actually bottoming out just over those little jumps, and they're probably only lucky to be 1.5 feet high. So the suspension is just bottoming out. You can feel when you pull a mono as well, the front suspension is actually just sort of slamming way open, I guess you'd say. Oh. Yeah, it's just really the suspension is incredibly soft. Got plenty of get up and go though, this bike. Got heaps of get up and boogie. Suspension definitely needs an upgrade. Definitely needs the upgrade suspension on it because it just bottoms out over those little jumps. these hills are really quite steep. The camera just doesn't show the angle of them, but there's the washouts. They're incredibly steep. Good fun though. The bike handles pretty well. I'm surprised with these tyres. They're the original tyres, straight off the shelf. Straight off the shelf, the tyres, and they handled it fairly well. Bit of a worry with the wet weather, I would imagine. It's really hard to see the steepness of these tracks. They're really quite steep. So remembering this has got the 17 tooth sprocket on the front too, so it's going to sort of get away from you a little bit if you want to just go slow down these tracks. They're really gravelly, really slippery, and lots of ruts. Yeah, so if you just remembering this has got the 17 tooth front sprocket, so it's going to be a whole lot taller down these bits that you want to go slow. Try and keep out of them ruts. There's some serious washouts. I came here about 3 weeks ago. It's a whole lot of fun. There's some really sandy areas of these tracks, which the tyres didn't enjoy at all. Oh wow, that was cool. The sun is popping its head out. There she is in all her glory, looking beautiful. So I've done a few upgrades to this thing, you know. It's like the GPS on the front. That quad lock holder that holds your phone on is absolutely awesome. Got the phone just sitting there. I've actually put handlebar risers and offset backwards a little bit. You can see them there. So slightly, that's where the bar used to be. So back and up a little bit, which is really cool. I love the riding position of it. Bigger windscreen, just gets a bit of the wind over the top of you as you're cruising along, as you're belting along at 100 k's. Major upgrade that I done here, which is awesome, the 17 tooth front sprocket. So you probably saw before the Speedo and the Taco. It was just doing it easy on the road, so way better. I was getting up to about 115 k's and it was just cruising. I was just doing it really easy. So that's a really cool upgrade if you're looking at stuff like that. So yeah, just put USB, double USB chargers, things like that on it, which is just grouse, you know. You get out there and you got to charge your GoPro, just plug it in. You got to charge your phone, just plug it in. Charge the Bluetooth on the helmet. The little Bluetooth caper there, that's just really cool, that thing. So yeah, just doing all those little bits and pieces that you want to do. That USB is awesome. Suspension just bottoms out every time you go over a little jump. It needs to be way stiffer, way firmer. It's got a fair bit of travel though, which is good. Surprisingly, it's got a good amount of travel, but it just doesn't like landing over anything about over a foot high. Nice washouts here again. So they're washouts from the rain, and then the cars are driven up and the four-wheel drives have just churned them up a bit harder. You really don't want to get stuck in them. So there's the sandy bits. It's really quite sandy here, and the tyres are just not sexy at all with that sand. this thing handles really well off the road. It's surprising. If there's any downside, it's just got to be that suspension. I reckon when I upgrade the tyres, they'll hang on a whole lot better. So I guess you've got to ultimately think about what you want to do with your 310. It's an adventure bike, so it's going to be, you're going to be wanting to take it off-road as well, like I am here, and also keep it on the road. So I guess you've got to find that happy medium, that intermediate tyre that is going to take you to places like this, and it's also going to allow you to stay on the roads. That is really sandy. I've just kind of sunk. Right. Sweating like a pig. That's fucking hard work. Getting too old for this shit. Look at that. Sweating like a pig. Man, that's fun. It is such a fun bike, this thing. It is absolutely awesome. Whew. But I'm sweating in places I've never sweated before. It's about 27 degrees here today. Fuck. I'm trashed. Man, that is such a great bike. That is awesome. Lots of fun, lightweight, heaps of power. The only drama, well, not a drama, but a bit of a pain in the butt, suspension just bottoms out on nearly every jump you come off. But even off about a foot high, it bottoms out front and rear. The suspension's really soft, which makes for kind of a nice ride, but be better if it was a little bit firmer for me. Tyres are, mate, they're pretty much road orientated tyres, so something a bit more aggressive would be wicked on this bike, just to get you out. Like there's a spot over here that is super sandy, that is just mega sand. It's just about 8 inches deep of sand, and you just bog down, and the tyres don't do much at all, but a knobby tyre would be chucking it out and just ripping you through it. So something to think about, something to look at. It's a wicked bike, such a great bike. She's just the all-round package. It's lightweight, it's cheap, it's a great bike, awesome bike. Have a look at it, it just looks awesome too. Like it's just a beastly looking thing, I tell you. It's a great bike. Price, weight, power, she's got the lot. It's a bloody awesome machine. You know, I seriously don't think that a GS 1200 would allow you to have that much fun around here on these tracks. I think they'd be so heavy and they'd just be difficult, I think. So that is the all-round package. The only drama I had the other day, I had my partner on the back, and she doesn't weigh a lot. Grounds I may get in trouble. But we were both on it obviously, and it just struggled in a straight line on the road. Passing cars was a little bit tricky. You had to sort of kick it down a couple of gears, really get the revs up in that sweet spot around 6,000 RPM to get around a car. So a little bit more get up and boogie would be nice, maybe 800 cc. I might look at the GS 800, so see what happens. Oh, yuck. Nothing worse than putting a wet helmet on. A sweat-ridden helmet. Ooh, you've got to love that. Oh well. Let's get out of here. That's a serious hill there. It doesn't look much on camera, but man, that is serious downhill. So we're going this way. all in all, you've got to take your hats off to BMW. It is just, it's the complete package. It really is a great bike. Plenty of get up and boogie, which is what you want. It handles the tracks really well. And she even gets through the ruts. It really is a good bike. So this is those sandy areas, man, they are tricky. You want to be up on the pegs through these things. You just float on top of it. So if you get this thing up singing, up in the sweet spot, man, it's got some grunt, I'll tell you. They're really motors. With those shitty tyres, it's more wheel spin, but if you had a half decent knobby tyre in this stuff, it'd really launch, you know. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the ABS on this bike. I know that this is a 2022 model. The one before this apparently, or earlier models of this, had a switchable ABS system. So you could actually turn it off, which would be such a bonus on these dirt tracks, because I'd love to turn the ABS off. I love to come into a corner like that, flat out, hit the brakes and just slide in sideways, but this thing just doesn't let you do it. It gets that rattle thing going on. It just won't let you lock up the back wheel, which is, I guess it's good on the road, but it's actually a pain in the arse when you're trying to do you know, like superhero stuff, come roaring in and drift in sideways. So there we go. That, for those interested, was pipeline track. And you can see it goes nearly straight up. As soon as you hit off the road, it just heads straight up. So it's a lot of fun. Let's head into Anglesey, grab a drink, and we're out of here. Here we are, downtown Anglesey. Anglesey pub over there. Shops to your left. The beach is just down there. Man, it is hot. If you're watching this video because you want to buy one of these things, just go and sign the fucking check. They are such a fun machine. They are awesome on the road, they are awesome off the road, as I've just proven. Just a few little tweaks here and there, a few little accessories, a few little add-ons, and you'll have yourself a beautiful bike. Plenty of get up and boogie, lots of fun in the bush, heaps of get up and go on the road. They handle really well on the road. Tyres are excellent on the road, not so good off the road. Just go and buy one. Thanks for watching. This is Dazza from Dazza's Random Stuff. I'll see you next time.